What is permaculture gardening? There are 12 guiding principles to permaculture gardening that many of you will do without even thinking about it. Using food waste to create compost, minimizing waste, allowing dead plants to become a homegrown mulch, using companion planting to replace fertilizers, and to deter pests. Buying carefully, for example, avoid buying new plants in plastic pots. Planting for and encouraging diversity, letting nature take its course, building a nutrient-rich soil over time, and preserving water and electricity. These are all the keys to permaculture gardening. Now we're going to go through how to design your permaculture garden. Now, how can you plan a garden that respects the permaculture approach? It's important to say that not every part of your garden has to have permaculture elements to it, although this is something you might like to build up over time. The key is to copy nature by planting with these principles in mind, and by doing that, you have to start here. First, you have to make sure to start your permaculture garden at the right time of the year, and the beginning of the growing season is always best, because you're not going to really want to start in the winter, and you've got to let everything settle down first before you start doing anything in the garden usually. The main reason for this is you want to let all the creatures and all the plants in your garden to do their natural thing, because your garden is already its own little ecosystem. So you want to see what does well, and when the growing season starts back up again, you'll get a little bit more of an idea of what your garden will be all about. Next, you need to begin with landscaping your garden. You need to figure out where certain things are going to go. Where are you going to plant your trees? Where are you going to put your compost bin? Where are you going to put your water butts? And you might even have a greenhouse, so you need to plan all these things out. This way you should get a really good idea of how your garden is going to be. And then it's going to be time to plant your larger plants, and this includes trees, working through plant sizes to ground cover, ensuring there is space and resources to support them all naturally. Choose plants that will naturally do well in local soil. The easier you make it for the plants in your garden to flourish naturally, the more nature can take its course without your intervention. Plant for the local environment. Look for Mediterranean garden ideas if you live in a hot country or a dry area, for example, considering the effects of wind as well as rain and light. Now, we live in England, so we have to figure out certain plants that thrive in cold conditions, most of the time, apart from in summer obviously. Plant what you can manage. Fruit and veg will all need harvesting, some plants need heading, all your plants will need certain nutrients and plenty of watering. Now you need to figure out what plants work best for you. Make sure to plant a wildlife section in your garden that you will leave well alone. This will help encourage all sorts of insects into your garden that will help pollinate all of your fruit and veg, and also it will encourage all sorts of animals that could help with pest control. Make sure to consider shady parts of your garden and parts that get the most sun, as these will be great for when you decide where to plant certain things, where your vegetables can do the best. Make sure to reconsider everything. The shade, sun, wind, this will all help you decide where you're going to plant certain plants. Your vegetables, fruit trees, they all like certain conditions, and you need to find the best place for them in your garden. Create a wildlife pond. This will encourage all sorts of animals into your garden, which will help eradicate pests, and also it's pretty cool having a whole different ecosystem in your garden, with different things thriving from what you're doing. Thanks for watching everyone, and if you have any questions, make sure to comment down below, and I'll make sure to get back to you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.